Hello everyone and welcome back to another reading of Underdog. Today we got Season 1, Episode 4. Again, no title. So I think I'm just going to cut this short and let's just get to reading. Chapter 1, Visions Coming True. Nightwalker wakes up in the middle of the night and goes to the elevator. So, subsonic. Nightwalker goes to the first floor and looks at Atlas's computer. Alright, Atlas, please tell him you got what I want. Nightwalker clicks through some folders and goes deeper. Finally. Nightwalker turns his night vision on and looks at the screen. You thought you could hide this from me? From the team? No. You thought you could hide this from the team? Nightwalker sees a hidden video that shows something, which is the future. The video shows Atlas running into the future and looks into the sky. Holy smokes. The video shows the vision of 100 Earths and tears in the sky, but shows more than that. A pink glowing figure with orbs in his hands, and he says something. Team Underdog, you have failed. I thought I told you that I would win, and you didn't listen. Dreamer, you can't do this. You'll destroy the world. Exactly my directive. Atlas yawns and walks into the lab. Nightwalker turns off the computer and says hi. Hey, Nightwalker. What are you doing by my computer? Oh, nothing. You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Dylan walks into the lab. Hey guys, Nightwalker, why are you by Atlas's computer? So, this is interesting. We got ourselves a little vision into the future about what's going to happen. That's fun. So, that seems like it's going to be important, maybe? Maybe. Just maybe. I'm not saying anything yet. Alright, we got Chapter 2, Subsonic's Wrath. Steel runs into the room. Guys, it's Subsonic. He's in the city. Alright, everybody, suit up. We gotta roll out. The team all gets their suits on and travel to the city in unique ways. Alright, Steel, where's he at? On top of Skything Tower. We have to head up there quick. Nightwalker and Steel both grapple up to the roof. Alice runs up the wall and Dylan flies up. Now, what's that device do? Oh wait, no, my bad. Wow, Dylan, nice team you built here. Yeah, and what's that device do? Oh, I don't know. Maybe destroy the entire city with a wormhole that sucks everything into the death dimension. The what? The dimension where everything dies. Well, we're gonna stop you. I doubt you will. Subsonic starts the device. Time's ticking. Atlas starts to run towards Subsonic. Dylan lifts himself off the ground. Nightwalker starts rushing, and so does Steel. Subsonic kicks back Atlas and throws a lightning bolt at Dylan, but he dodges it. But everyone piles on top of Subsonic, making him overwhelming him. Ah! Subsonic releases a blast of lightning, knocking everyone off of him, with Atlas and Steel falling off the building. Atlas, Steel, no! So your friends fell, so you must rise. The device activates, sucking Dylan and Nightwalker in, but Dylan manages to close the hole with his powers. No! I hate you, Dylan. Ah! Subsonic punches the machine, angry. Okay, so we got some action early in the episode. Definitely jumbled up, not really very coherent, but, it's alright, Chapter 3, Another Dimension. Two skeletons carry a metal cage, and Dylan and Nightwalker wake up in the cage. Oh, gosh. Nightwalker, where are we? What? Oh, I have no idea. The skeletons drop the cage on the ground and open the doors using a golden key. Get out and follow us. Dylan and Nightwalker get out the cage and follow the skeletons to a bone palace with a dark shadow sitting on the throne. Who are these humans you've brought to me? We don't know. They landed on the ground, and so we picked them up and decided to bring them to you. Okay. We must send them to the battle arena to see if they're worthy for palace guards. Dylan and Walker look at each other with worry. So how? So now? So the human can talk. What? So the human can talk. Yeah, and we don't want to do your challenge. Is that so? Yeah. Walker kicks one of the guards, breaking it. Dylan punches the guard, but notices he can't use his powers. Leave out King, dude. Wait, what? Leave out King, dude. I don't know. Dylan and Nightwalker run away and hide in a cave. Dylan, here. Nightwalker hands Dylan a device. What's this? You'll see. Dylan puts the device on, which are glasses. Dylan sees tech everywhere, like weak points and I don't know, blank computer, secret compartments. Sorry. Wow, this is cool, Nightwalker. How much other tech do you have? A lot. Trust me. So we got ourselves a skeleton king. That's interesting. And we got ourselves a death dimension. So I think this is interesting. So far, I think this episode's okay. But, I don't know. Chapter 4, Back at Earth. Alice lands on the ground and saves Steel from the Fallen's fall and sees that Dylan had closed the hole. Dylan and Nightwalker are in there, in the hole. So they died? I hope not. So Sonic runs down the building and looks at Atlas. Your friend ruined my plan, so now I must destroy him and his friends. Subsonic runs at Atlas but goes past him. So Atlas chases him, phasing through buildings and jumping over houses. Then Subsonic runs in a circle on a building, sending a sonic wave at Atlas. Holy God, how did you even do that? Meanwhile, while Atlas and Subsonic are racing, Steel went on a mission. Steel walks into an auction. What is happening? Steel, what is going on? Steel walks into an auction with special intel about orange citrus to defeat him. The host greets Steel with his hood down, revealed as Stephen Hillshire. Hello, sir. What will be your name for the auction? Stephen H. Okay, please take a seat in the main room. Steel sits down at the main room and then the auction starts. But he doesn't have money. So he's gonna have to go to a different route. He raises his hand to ask where the bathroom was. He starts to head to the bathroom and suits up. He grapples into the vents and crawls right above the intel device and grabs an invisibility potion and drinks it. Grabs the intel and escapes. So this is confusing now, because why is Steel just going on some side quest? And why does he have an invisibility potion? I love how I just don't explain any of that, but okay. Chapter 5, running into some problems. While Steel is running from the house, he runs into Orange Citrus. Oh, hey, big guy. I don't want any trouble. I heard that you got some intel on how to defeat me. What? Whoever told you that is lying. Because why would I do that? So there's less villains to worry about. Steel gets annoyed and shoots an arrow at Citrus that will make him sleep, but he pulls it out of his body and yells. Citrus runs at Steel, but Steel attacks Citrus with his bow and puts him in a chokehold and shoots more arrows, making Citrus more angry. You should stop that, buddy. Steel runs away from Citrus with the intel. Bye, coward. Meanwhile, in the Bone Realm, when Walker and Dylan are walking, a blue-colored skeleton with a spiked club and a golden crown. Hello, boys. Who are you? I am the Skeleton Prince, son of the Skeleton King. Okay, so are you here to help us? No. The prince jumps up and slams the ground with his club, creating a yellow-colored shockwave, knocking down Dylan and Walker on the ground. The prince is about to pierce them, but Dylan gets up, breaks a chest of bones out of his body and grabs his skull and uses his gravity powers to increase his strength to crush his skull. Die instead, buddy. I thought he couldn't use his powers. So then all of a sudden he just does? What? I don't know, man. I don't know. Chapter 6, Going Deep. Once Dylan crushes the prince's skull, they go back to the palace, but find a different entrance the back. Alright, so use the glasses to find a weak structural point and break it. Alright. Dylan looks around the back and finds a weak point. Alright. How is this so? Why are they saying alright so much? Alright. Now I just gotta... Dylan smashes the wall of bones, making an opening. Oh my gosh. Alright. Now use the glasses to find the part of the returner device and finally get home. Dylan and Walker jump into the palace and finally part. Oh, boys, you thought that you could escape? Now hand me the device or else. Oh, and by the way, we killed your son easily. I do not care, because I knew he was always a failure. Dang, your own son? Well, he probably takes after his father. You wish. The king pulls out a golden-plated sword with a blue flame coming from the top of his sword. So you have come to this, boys. You want to fight, then? So let's fight. Nightwalker pulls out his staff, ready to fight. Your move, King. The king throws his sword, but the boys dodge it. Hey, King, you missed. I know. Dylan looks back and sees the sword that activated a trap that makes the floor open up and makes the boys fall into a pit. Say goodbye, boys. The king walks away. Well, so this episode has a lot of action, which is not always terrible. But when you're trying to write a good episode, you don't want it to just be a bunch of action. I think you feel like you want to have some moments where you're like, take a deep breath. And it's just been action on action on action on action, which is very fast-paced. Chapter 7, Finding an Escape. Nightwalker wakes up on an island with lava below, slowly rising. Walker wakes up Dylan. Dylan, wake up now! What? Oh my, where are we? I don't know, but I can't remember anything. Yeah, me too. The lava rises and the island starts to shake. Whoa. We gotta find a way out of here quick or else we're gonna get boiled alive. Boiled like some lobsters. Dylan puts on the tech glasses and sees a secret compartment. Walker uses his grapple to yoink the compartment open. Dylan pulls the item out of the compartment, which is a key. A key, so where do we insert it? Maybe there's a secret door somewhere. You can use the glasses again. Dylan uses his glasses and sees a hidden door and inserts the key, but senses a future where the king comes out, so he drops the key in the lava. Dude, what the heck? Follow me. Dylan jumps into the lava going through it, and Walker follows him. Nightwalker lands in a fully white hall with white LED lights. Where even are we? I have no clue. Let me use my glasses. Dylan doesn't see anything. What you see? Nothing. So how are we supposed to get out? Well, we'll just have to walk through the hall until we see something. Well, there we go. There's some, chill. This isn't action necessarily, but still saying, same things that I was saying before. All right, we got Chapter 8, Leaving the Skeletons. Dylan and Nightwalker finally reach the end and just see an empty black void with nothing in it. Well, this is pointless. Wait, there's a bridge that's hidden. Dylan, there's no way I'm walking on an invisible bridge under a black-looking void. Come on, your glasses aren't wrong, right? Yeah, sure. Dylan steps out and doesn't fall in the void. See, Nightwalker? Perfect safe. Fine. Nightwalker and Dylan get to the end of the bridge. So what now? I think Dylan pushes a secret button that opens a gas-powered door. See? There's a portal past the door, and once they go in they teleport back home after their whole journey. So the glasses seem to be MVP of this episode, which is interesting because, why does it just so happen that right when he gets the glasses, everything is secret or weak structure? I don't know. It's just funny to me. This is a little funny to me. Chapter 9. First Chapter 9, by the way, ever. Speed's too complicated. When Dylan and Nightwalker get back, Atlas and Subsonic are still chasing and racing. Atlas stops and realizes that Subsonic is going in a certain path and gets ready to trip him. Sorry, Subsonic, but I don't really like to keep following you in circles. When Subsonic gets close, he doesn't get tripped. Instead, he opens a portal to the past and throws him in the portal. Goodbye, Atlas. Sonic waves his hand goodbye. And the portal closes, I'm assuming, so I'll just add that in there. So that's episode 4. Definitely one of the better ones of the 4. It's probably my favorite. It's definitely the best paced. Still terribly paced, though. We go from one thing to another, to another, to another. You never have a chance just to slow down and take in what you're reading. And it's like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So, but this is definitely my favorite one so far. It's definitely not very good still. It's very interesting. But yeah, thank you for listening. And listening to my story. Hopefully you stick around for the rest of the season and beyond that. So, see you later. Peace out.